as somebody who I've never been addicted to any sort of substance before, so I'm naturally intrigued by, people say even after they've gone through the 12 steps or whatever it is, they still identify. They say, well, I'm an addict, right? Um, what is that like? Do you
Oof.
struggle with it every day? Like, is it a daily thing, or is it something that just kind of pops up every once in a while?
Hmm. Um, it does an every day now. Like, I'm close to 10 years sober now. So, I deal with it one day at a time. It kind of twinges at the back of your mind once in a while. I can't say how often, but it's once in a while. What's it like being an addict? You got to be careful. You got to always be. The way I practice my recovery is Blabs will like this: constant vigilance. Always be aware. Always be aware of the dangers. Realize that I through my experience, most relapses happen through good times over bad times.
What does
And
that mean? Like celebrating something, like
yeah, or getting cocky. Like my last relapse was completely getting cocky, right? It was like just got full of myself, full of ego, and stopped going to meetings, no sponsor, right back in right in a relapse, and just something presented itself. Excuse me. Something presented included it was a customer like offering me shit for free, but like they had done it before and I'd say no, but this time I said yes, right? So well, I mean there was more than that, but we don't have time to get into it, but but we will next time, sure, if you want.
Yeah, man. I like to dig deep in case you can't tell.
What's it like being an addict? Never been asked that question before. I don't know what it's like not to be one. You know what I mean? I've been one all my life. So I don't know what it's like not to be one. But when you're an addict and you're on drugs you're currently using, it feels like you're a slave. Like an absolute like zombie slave, possessed, mixing all those things. But I'm still fully aware. I'm still fully responsible, not shedding any responsibility. But it does truly feel like that's probably the closest to possession I ever want to feel like, to where your brain is just screaming, do not do this. Do not do this. And you just do it anyway. He's like, fuck it. I want to get high because it's like eating. It's like for an addict getting up in the morning, it gets so bad. It got so bad for me. Like I couldn't do mundane shit without getting high. Couldn't, go mow a lawn without getting high. It's just an example. I never mowed really any lawns, but
Right.
yeah, it was like, yeah, it's like it's like being possessed by this evil entity that wants to kill you and constantly needs to feed. But that I'm ultimately responsible for. That's the best description I can think of. As a sober addict, I'm really kind of happy. Really pretty happy. As long as I practice my recovery and stay sober and I don't feel tempted today. I don't feel tempted today. Loving my life and, generally having a good time.
When was the last time you felt tempted?
Whew. Probably my first year after the relapse. Probably with the, probably the first 6 months I felt tempted. I'd say every day. But then it just went away. But I also, when I relapsed and got back on, I just absolutely, if I feel tempted, Craig, the following statement in my head is, you do not have another run in you. You're dead.
Right.
Which is true.
Right. Well, shit, man. There's a lot there, and I feel like I like to peel back the onion on folks, and I hope you don't mind.
It's all good.
I think that whether you like to admit it or not, I think that a lot of people see you as an inspiration. I think that they see somebody who has picked themselves out of a really shitty point in their life and has gone on to do tremendous things that affect a lot of people. And I think that's something you should be really proud of.
Thanks, Craig. I hopefully to just like I guess leading by, I don't want to like lead, inspire by example. If I inspire by example and keep people sober, or even make people think about it, then that's a win. That's a win. Because there's so many people stuck in addiction right now, and they just feel stuck. And I felt stuck for it. It feels never ending. But there is, it takes work. There's no cure all for this. There's no pill, none of that bullshit. There's no 30-day. I don't want to lie to you. There's no 30-day rehab that you got to pay $30,000 for. It's go to meetings. Sober living environment wouldn't hurt, but you're still, that's just you're around sober people. Sober living environment wouldn't hurt.
Hey, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Would greatly appreciate that, so you can find more clips on the channel. And of course, come join us live Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time for our live Side Scrollers podcast. We would love to see you there.